Okay, we're going to get started in 2 minutes.
Who's going to be speaking? First is Ward.
Good morning, everybody. John Ward, Director of Emergency Management here in Clay County, and today we're coming to you in this beautiful day out at Omega Park, where we have one of our active COVID-19 tests going on. So just a real quick update. Today we're up to 287 positive cases and 18 deaths, and that was as of this morning. It should be updated here coming up. I just want to thank, as always, our partners and our first responders and our frontline workers, such as our nurses that are behind me that are out doing the good things in our community. And for the past 56 days, this has been a strong partnership and working together. One thing I do want to say before we get into this is I want to take the time for all our responders, our partners, and our citizens to remember what this Sunday is. This Sunday's Mother's Day. Let's take that opportunity and be thankful, because many do not have that opportunity, whether it's been lost to others or lost to this event. Many do not have that ability to honor that this Sunday. So please honor your mother and remember to take care of everybody this Sunday. Testing. We've been doing, we rolled out our testing for our transportation disadvantaged areas this week. So far it has been very successful. Again, today we're at Omega Park in Middleburg, today and tomorrow, and that is from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day this week and next week, following the locations that I'm going to be giving you. Earlier in the week, Monday and Tuesday, we were in Keystone Heights, Little Rain Lake Park. We were very low on numbers, so we did open it up to no appointments. I will say the rest of our areas are very full on appointments, so we're sticking to the appointments in those areas, and we'll announce any changes as that moves forward. But that is the one change that we've seen, and we announced that on Monday just because we saw very slow response in the Keystone area. Wednesday and Thursday, again, this week, we're here at Omega Park. There are no appointments left. All those appointments are full. Friday and Monday, we're going to be at the county admin parking lot, and all those appointments are full also. Tuesday and Wednesday, May 12th and 13th of next week, we're going to be at the Oakleaf Athletic Association, and we have plenty of appointments available. Please feel free to call on those. Thursday and Friday, May 14th and 15th, we will be at Walter Odom Park, better known as Bell Med, and there's limited appointments on Thursday left, but we're pretty open on Friday. So, and this is open to Clay County residents only. Please bring your ID and your own pen so you can fill out the paperwork. To schedule an appointment, you will call 877-252-9362 to make sure and get one of those appointments that are needed. As we've been talking about the entire past 56 days, our goal was to stop the spread. You as citizens, you as first responders have made that happen. But one thing I want to caution is as we move forward and we begin the reopening process, please still use that physical distancing. Wear a mask when you're in public areas at the store, that type thing, because we still want to control the spread and not rebound and overwhelm the medical systems as we do that. As we reopen, rehire, and reunite Clay County, let's remember right now we're at quarter speed. Let's stay calm and again, not be complacent as we move forward. Phase 1 began this past Monday with businesses and medical offices, and we're working with the governor's office to unveil what's going to be phase 2 of the next opening plan, which I would look forward to probably by the end of next week, beginning of the following week, you'll start to see that phase 2 process begin to be unveiled. And again, remember, no groups of more than 10, and we got to keep that physical distancing. Something else we're going to be beginning next week to kind of capitalize on the rehire Clay residents is we're partnering with an organization called Career Source, and beginning next Monday, 5 days a week, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., they're going to be there helping our citizens get reemployed. To make an appointment, this is going to be appointment only again. We're going to have multiple workstations at the Ag Center at the Clay County Fairgrounds, and you need to go to www.careersourcenefl.com to make an appointment. Staff will be available to assist job seekers in registering in the Employ Florida, which is the statewide system for reemploying our citizens. They have many jobs that are available. This is not the unemployment application. This is, you've already filled that out, and this is where you're coming to get employed. They can connect you with jobs. Some of the things you're going to need to bring is a valid Social Security card, a valid email address, a work history and an updated resume, and then also wear a mask when you come to this. If you've been previously registered in Employ Florida and need assistance with your username or password, please call 904-356-JOBS and prior to your appointment, and they can get you set up on that. We'd like to thank our partners at Career Source for getting this set up and get our citizens rehired and reemployed here in Clay County. Feeding. And I talk about this every week. I want to say we've seen a significant increase in the feeding need in our community, as we've discussed. Okay, and again, to register for that, we're asking you register so we can track the numbers and justify the need to our state and federal partners as we're moving forward. And that registration is at alert.claycountygov.com. Some of the numbers, I like numbers, so we keep throwing the numbers out there, but I just want to show the impressive need that's in our community. Last week, food distribution centers served 80,822 people. Our schools, just last week, served 24,762 meals. Our senior centers served 3,981 to our valuable seniors. So last week's meal total comes to 109,565. Since we began this operation, we have over 500,000 meals, 598,094 meals that have been served to our citizens, and this need keeps increases on a weekly basis. Just want to remind everyone, our call center is still open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, 877-252-9362 for any questions, concerns, or assistance you may need, and we can get that for you. And then again, remember, alert.claycountygov.com for the most up-to-date information regarding COVID-19. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Heather Huffman.
Thank you, John. I'm really excited to be here and have these testing sites now available in our community. So as I always do at press conferences, I like to give the latest numbers. And I'm going to go over a couple of other items today. So as John stated, 287 cases as of this morning. 285 of those are actually in residence, and then 2 are in non-residents. We have had 18 deaths. That's about a 5.56% death rate, with 71 hospitalizations, and that is ever hospitalized, not currently hospitalized. We've had over approximately 4,300 tests, with a little over 4,000 of those negative, and that's a 6.6% positivity rate, and that's lower than the state rate average of around 8%. So we're doing fairly well in our community. I did want to talk about a couple of things that have come up that we get a lot of questions about. One is contact tracing, and the second one is antibody testing. So contact tracing is not anything new in public health. We've been doing this for a long time, and it's an essential role of our epidemiology staff that we have. They help individuals recall where they have been and who they have been in close contact with when they have a positive to a communicable disease, especially during that time frame that we're looking at for each disease and what that transmission period is. They work with them to look for those exposed individuals, and those are considered contacts of any potential exposure in a rapid manner and sensitively as possible. And typically we're doing those within 24 hours of a positive confirmed case. The staff then educate those individuals, provide information and support so that they understand what their risk is when they've had an exposure, and what they would need to do to separate themselves from others that have not been exposed, monitor themselves for illness, and then the possibility that they could spread the infections to others, even if they are not feeling any of the current signs or symptoms. These contacts are encouraged to stay home for the incubation period and maintain social distancing of others. That's at least 6 feet or more of the physical distancing. And for COVID-19, that's the 14-day window after the last exposure in case they become ill. They should monitor themselves daily by doing temperatures twice a day and watching for any of those identified signs and symptoms, which we know the CDC over this time period of the last 6 to 8 weeks has extended that list of signs and symptoms. Lastly, I wanted to talk about antibody testing. A lot of people are very interested in this. So the FDA recently approved CELEX serology antibody testing for COVID-19. This test is a qualitative detection for IgM and IgG antibodies for corona, either in the serum, plasma, or through a venipuncture blood supply, whole blood specimen. The test is not FDA approved for finger stick use. Governor DeSantis recently has directed the Department of Health, Florida Department of Health, and the Florida Department of Emergency Management to make these CELEX test kits available to acute care hospitals for testing of healthcare workers. The state of Florida has received approximately 200,000 tests for this. These serological tests can identify individuals who have developed an immune response to the virus, either as part of an active infection or a prior infection. These antibody testings cannot be used as a sole basis to diagnose COVID-19. However, you would need to follow up if they do have antibodies and they wanted to know if they have active disease with a PCR test for diagnosis. And it's still not clear to what extent antibodies to COVID-19 protect against reinfection. So we don't know what that threshold is yet. So while antibody testing is another tool in our toolbox against the fight against coronavirus, it is not the be-all, end-all. So at this point, I'll turn it over to Mr. Howard Wanamaker. Oh, Tara from the Clerk of Courts. My apologies, Ms. Green.
Thank you, Heather. Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to provide a few updates as it relates to the Clay County court system and the Clay County Clerk's office. These updates are of particular interest to those involved in any pending court cases, those who have a need for regular court-related business, those in need of marriage licenses, and those in need of passports. The Clay County Clerk's office staff understands how challenging the last few months have been for many. To better assist our community while remaining cognizant of the need to exercise distancing to COVID-19, we have decided to reopen the Orange Park branch to provide limited services so that you can get important tasks accomplished easily and safely. As of this week, starting yesterday, the Orange Park branch of the Clay County Clerk's office is open for in-person services for passport applications and marriage licenses only, and only by appointment. Our main Orange Park branch is located at 1478 Park Avenue. Our Middleburg and Keystone branches will remain closed at this time. Like other government offices in our state, we are reopening this branch location in phases, employing sanitation and social distancing measures. The phased reopening approach is endorsed by the Florida Supreme Court COVID-19 Reopening Task Force. Clay County Administrative Judge Don Lester and myself are honored to be part of the statewide task force and the decision-making process. Judge Lester as a task member and myself as a committee member. This allows Clay County court system to stay lock and step with that of the state of Florida and the Supreme Court. When utilizing the Orange Park branch services, we will be ensuring that everyone enters into a safe environment in which they can conduct their business. This includes conducting the required COVID-19 health screening for entry, and I would like to recognize and thank the Orange Park Police Department for providing service, for providing security and assisting us with the screening. In addition, glass partitions were installed last week on the branch counters to protect our clerks and the public that they serve. Citizens seeking a marriage license or ready to submit passport applications should call 904-541-2784 to make an appointment at the Orange Park branch location. Walk-ins will not be permitted at the branch or the main courthouse in Green Cove Springs at this time. I would like to emphasize that only persons involved directly in receiving these services will be admitted into our facilities, so please make care arrangements for other family members. For example, if you have an appointment to apply for a passport application and it does not include applying for your children as well, we ask that you make the necessary arrangements for the children and not bring them to the appointment. This is for the well-being of all. The secure outside drop box at the Orange Park branch is also reopened. Citizens may now submit documents for recording, court filings, and payments such as traffic citations and other fines through the outside drop box at any time. Please do not leave cash in the drop box. We will only accept checks or money orders. While these limited in-person services are now available as part of our Phase 1 reopening effort, other court services remain limited to online, remote, and lobby drop box formats. As always, if you have an emergency or a concern for your safety, please do not hesitate to contact the clerk's office by phone, and we will be more than happy to provide you assistance. Over the past 6 weeks, we've successfully adjusted critical services to ensure the necessary access to the courts and to the clerk's office, and we are confident that we can continue to successfully serve our community as we move into future phases of access and reopenings. Just a reminder on a few critical services we will continue to offer by utilizing technology solutions. Through the month of May, teen court appointments will be conducted remotely. Through the months of May and June, probation department appointments will continue to be conducted remotely. Online services like electronic notifications of criminal court hearings, e-filing of court documents, and online payments are available and will remain available year-round. In addition, payment plans for those who owe court costs, fees, and fines are available as well. I would like to also announce that as of this week, petitions for domestic violence injunctions are now available on our website. Please visit www.clayclerk.com for access to the forms and how to fill them out. Also, please be aware that the most recent Supreme Court order continues to suspend jury trials in our state through July 2nd, so that would be through the July 4th holiday weekend. Again, unless you have been ordered by the court to appear in person, have a scheduled appointment with the clerk's office, or have an emergency as it relates to your safety, you will not be permitted inside the Clay County Courthouse or the Orange Park branch. This is in the best interest of the public. For passport applications, please remember to call 904-541-2784. We will not be taking appointments for passports at the main courthouse location, only at the Orange Park branch. The Orange Park location, again, is the only facility where we'll be taking passport applications. If you need a passport for this summer or even into the fall, we urge you to go ahead and make an appointment, as the expedited renewals will no longer be available at this time. I also find it appropriate to mention this week is National Public Service Recognition Week. So I'd like to personally thank all our county partners that you obviously see here today, as well as the clerk's office personnel, and for what everybody does in order to continue to support our community. Everyone's patience is appreciated, and those of us working in the court system remain here to help you. So at this time, I would like to introduce County Manager Howard Wanamaker for his update on the county operations. Thank you for your time.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here at Middleburg, Florida at Omega Park, and what a beautiful morning it is. As John mentioned, there's lots of testing ahead in the days ahead. Please make an appointment and come on out, please. I want to thank all our first responders, our doctors, our nurses, our health department staff. I want to thank our county employees, our business owners, our volunteers, and all our residents. You all are making a difference in stopping the spread of this coronavirus. It is evident in the numbers. It allows us to reopen, rehire, and reunite Clay County. As mentioned by John before, we are following phase 1 of the governor's safe, smart, step-by-step plan to reopen Florida. We will continue to assess and evaluate in the days and weeks ahead so that we may achieve full speed. Restaurants and retail businesses are open at 25% occupancy, and elective surgeries are now authorized. I want to encourage you as you approach this weekend and Mother's Day weekend is go out locally, buy a gift for your mom, and take her to a nice dinner or lunch, please. Now, back to the other restrictions. All other restrictions remain, and we should be following the CDC guidance on physical distancing of 6 feet, social gatherings less than 10, and to continue to wash our hands and remain clean so that we don't spread the virus as we pick it up to ourselves and spread it to others. Now, a few announcements ahead. As we've taken a look at the numbers and opening up government services, Clay County Public Libraries will reopen this Monday, May 11th, okay? And this is to retrieve and return materials and use the computers for an hour a session each day. I'd ask you to take a look at the schedules online, but right now, Orange Park, Green Coast Springs, and Keystone Heights will be open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 6 p.m. And Fleming and Middleburg libraries will be open Tuesday and Thursday, 1 to 6 p.m. In those Clay County libraries, if you have any questions or you want to pre-order some books, the number is 904-541-2758. Now, Animal Services will reopen this Tuesday, May 12th, on a limited basis and by appointment only. Please call 904-269-6342 to make an appointment to adopt a dog or cat. Now, walk-ins and owner surrenders will not be accepted. You can also email Animal Services and also go on our website, and the email is clayadoptions@claycountygov.com. And finally, as John mentioned before, we want to really focus on reopening and rehiring. So we've partnered with CareerSource, and they'll have a remote reemployment center at the Jesse Godbold building located at the Clay County Fairgrounds, okay? And you can go in there and apply for a job. And I'd ask you to make an appointment on CareerSourceNEFL.com or call 904-356-JOBS. We want to get you rehired for those that are out there and get you reemployed. Okay, now remain vigilant, and we will all together reopen, rehire, and reunite Clay County. Thank you all, and now we'll open up for questions. Any questions? Well, thank you all for your attention. We look forward to seeing you in the days and weeks ahead. Thank you.
You're welcome.